Hey everyone, welcome to your first lesson summary video for our quadratics unit. We're just gonna summarize what you guys did in class today, which was solving quadratic equations by using factored form. So we learned how to transform expressions from standard form to factored form. When a quadratic expression is in factored form, we can find values of the variable that make the expression equal to 0. So for example, when we have x times x minus 4 equals 0, this tells us that the product of x and x plus 4 is 0. So by that great thing called the zero product property, we know that this means either x equals 0 or x plus 4 equals 0. So based on those two equations, that tells us that 0 and -4 are solutions to the equation. So using two skills, writing quadratic, that's supposed to be a highlighter, writing quadratic expressions in factored form, and using the zero product property allow us to solve equations given other forms. So here's another example. We have n squared minus 4n equals 140. So we will start by subtracting 140 from both sides. That gives us n squared minus 4n minus 140 equals 0. Now we can rewrite this in factored form. So we would be looking for factors of -140 that add up to a -4n. And that's going to give us n minus 14 and n plus 10. -14 times 10 is -140, and -14 plus 10 is a -4. So what we just did is we went from standard form and we rewrote it into factored form. And now we get to use that zero product property to finish solving this. So we know that n minus 14 equals 0 or n plus 10 equals 0. Solve both of those. Our solutions are n equals a positive 14 or a negative 10. When a quadratic equation is written as an expression in factored form equal to 0, so that's kind of that goes together. So when a quadratic expression or quadratic equation is written as an expression in factored form equals 0, we can also see the number of solutions the equation has. So for example, n squared minus 4n minus 140 equals 0. When the expression was rewritten as n into that factored form, that n minus 14 times n plus 10 equals 0, we could see that there were two numbers that can make the expression equal to 0, 14 and -10. How many solutions does the equation x squared minus 20x plus 100 have? Well, if we rewrite that standard form into factored form, factors of 100 that add up to -20, so x minus 10 times x minus 10 equals 0. What we notice in this case is there's only going to be, we have these identical factors, so there's only going to be one value of x that makes the expression equal to 0, and that's going to be a positive 10. And there's your first lesson summary video. Look at that, 5 minutes. Woohoo!